Monster Train is a deck-building roguelike. The attackers from heaven are laying siege to one of the last pyre shards that is powering a train on a mission to save Hell. To win, players will choose randomly selected cards, upgrades, and artifacts as they battle past 8 bosses. The story is very simple, as it only provides enough context for the player's repeated runs through Hell. The developers were more than happy to blur the lines between the forces of heaven and hell, which makes for a richer world. The lore is fleshed out over multiple runs through random events and flavor texts for some enemies. As the game revolves around short runs over the same course, the light story is to be expected, but I wish they compensated a little more with richer world building. As a deck-building roguelike, players start each run by selecting their primary and secondary clans to determine their starting deck. The primary clan will add a hero, creatures, and spells to a deck, while the secondary clan will only provide spells. Clans are organized in the 5-color format popularized by Magic the Gathering. Each clan have their own specialized mechanics, monster types, theme, and hero. Those with background in Magic the Gathering and similar style games will be right at home building decks. Veteran Magic players will need to adjust for certain creature mechanics like Trample being shuffled to different colors, and the Melting Remnant playing more like black decks and the Stygian Guard playing more like blue. Once the game is underway, players will constantly be bombarded with choices. All new cards, artifacts, and upgrades offer a choice between 3 random selections from the current pool of unlocked items. The path a train takes is also in the player's hands, where there is always 2 routes to choose from populated with randomly selected events. Combat is set on a train with 4 levels. Creatures are played to the first 3 levels of the train, while the 4th is reserved for the pyre. Enemies usually appear at the bottommost level and fight their way upwards. Bosses will often harass the player with a variety of abilities before finally appearing as the train as part of the last wave. Enemies will ascend a floor after each wave until they reach the pyre room. Enemies and the pyre will do damage to each other, and the run ends when the pyre health reaches 0. Early bosses are randomly selected from a pool, while the later named bosses do not change. The main strategy in Monster Train is creating a well-rounded deck with synergizing cards and then paring down that deck as small as possible. This allows the discard pile to be cycled back into the draw pile quickly, so the powerful synergizing cards can be played as many times as possible. While this strategy may be common sense to longtime players of trading card games and deck building games, newer players may take a while to figure it out. An extra tutorial or strategy guide specifically designed for those new to the genre would have been helpful. The game offers a single-player mode where each difficulty level adds more cards to the starting deck. There is multiplayer, but not in the traditional sense. Multiplayer uses the same gameplay as single-player, but players either race each other to finish their run first or attempt to top the leaderboard in a variety of daily and custom-made challenges. Monster Train has an addictive gameplay loop. The constant flow of new cards, combined with a large number of possible deck combinations from the primary and secondary clan system, offers many hours of gameplay. The randomness of the game is at a good place. No run will ever be perfect, and a few will be absolutely horrid, but at least players have a level of control that feels about right. The game's balance is decent, but it needs some adjustment. While no clan needs a complete overhaul, some are significantly weaker than others. The Awoken is likely the strongest of the pack, as they are incredibly well-rounded as a primary and secondary clan pick. The Umbra, on the other hand, are in the direst need of a buff due to their over-reliance on the Morsel Maker and the Morsel Master to make their signature mechanic viable. The game's graphics are enjoyable. The game uses an illustrated 2D style that isn't as cartoony as Hearthstone's exaggerated aesthetic, but isn't as realistic as Magic the Gathering's traditional fantasy art style. Each clan has a unique look that can be identified by style alone, though each have a colored frame to signify the clan. The frame is so subtle that it can be completely overlooked, but luckily clan affiliation is not a core mechanic of combat. The sound effects are decent, but the game engine plays sound effects way too often at a slower game speed. During boss fights, players may be stuck listening to the same 1 or 2 injury sounds in quick repetition for a mind-numbingly long period of time. Things improve a bit once the game speed is increased to Ultra or Super Ultra. The soundtrack is enjoyable, as it is reminiscent of old combat music from JRPGs. There is no voice acting beyond the well-voiced introductory cutscene, though. Monster Train takes the familiar framework of Magic the Gathering and adapts it into a compelling roguelike. The addition of multiplayer challenges adds even more replayability to the game. While there are some balance issues that need to be ironed out over the coming months, the large majority of the game is still balanced within reason. Monster Train is a fantastic pick for fans of the deck-building genre. I'm awarding the game 8.5 capsules out of 10. If you want to read this review, be sure to check out the link in the description or in the video's card. I hope to see you soon. This is Jamie from Capsule Computers signing off. Hey YouTube, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to Capsule Computers for more awesome videos. If you're looking for more videos to watch, check out our review of Minecraft Dungeons here on the left. If you're looking for another roguelike to play, check out our review of Fort Triumph here on the right.